Hey guys, this is Kevin from Vapers, and man, I just got back from Disney World. Disney World, okay? We did the whole week down in Orlando, stayed on property, did the whole thing. So I want to make this video for the most part about vaping in Disney World and my experience with it. A lot of people have been posting in forums all over the place asking what to expect, what not to expect, that kind of thing. As of last week, which, I mean, today is the 13th of May, so last week would have been the 4th through the 8th that we were there. I can tell you every park is a little bit different. And what I mean by that is, like, Walt Disney World Resort as a whole, you really don't have a whole lot of problems vaping. I mean, you can vape pretty much anywhere you go. When you're in, specifically when you're in the Magic Kingdom, you will run into some issues if you vape too close to people who don't want you to. So in other words, a lot of common sense plays into it. Just be, cautious of who you're vaping around. I mean, just common sense stuff. But the Magic Kingdom was the toughest. I kind of screwed up actually, because I was like literally not even 5 feet away from a cast member while my 4-year-old was on a ride, and I was just vaping off a Nautilus tank that I happened to have with me, and I was, I had a couple of quick puffs, quick pulls, and rips, and that was it. And then she saw it. She was 5 feet from me, but there were 2 other cast members with her to back her up, and she said something to the effect of, "You can't smoke that here, sir. You're gonna have to smoke that in a designated smoking area." And I wanted to say, "Do you smell any smoke on me? Because I certainly don't." Obviously I didn't say that. I was very polite, and I said no problem, and I just put it back in my pocket and moved on. That was my very first day in Magic Kingdom. I was only there for 4 hours the first day, because we didn't spend a whole lot of time there the first day. Having said that, the next day we were at Magic Kingdom for the whole day. I was a little more cautious, maybe a little more wary of who was around me, and I didn't really have a whole lot of issues. The third day, now by the way, we stayed on property, so we stayed at Art of Animation Resort. I never once had anyone say anything to me. The only thing I didn't do was vape inside of a building. I mean, I might have snuck one here or there, but I for the most part, I was pretty polite about it. In the pool area, never had a problem. Walking around the resort, never had a problem. So anyway, moving right along, third day we were in Epcot. Epcot, I had 0 issues. It seemed like it was welcomed. I ran into a couple other people who were vaping, some drippers, a lady. Oh no, that was actually an MGM. But so Epcot was very welcomed to vaping and e-cigarettes. Didn't have any issues at all on Epcot. So then the third day we were at what used to be MGM, now called something Studios, doesn't matter. Anyway, we had a phenomenal time. I had 0 issues vaping. In fact, I tended, the whole trip there, I tended to jump toward a smoking area to find people to talk to about vaping. So I just constantly, I'm just pulling out whatever I had on me. I wasn't running the Arctic Sub-Ohm that I'm running right now, but I had no problems at all. And in fact, the clouds that I was getting off the Nautilus tank, I was vaping on as my everyday vape while I was there. I had no problems at all. People were great about it. They would come up and say, "Hey, what are you vaping on?" You know, or "What is that?" You know, people didn't even know what the heck it was. So I had to take the time to explain it a little bit. You know, kind of say, "Look, there's probably 25 vape shops within 20 minutes of Walt Disney World. You can easily go out and get this same setup for, you know, $100, whatever, and get yourself going." So I had a great experience vaping at Walt Disney World. All in all, we were there from Monday through Friday. Had no issues that I could pinpoint. I will say, I went to a little vape shop just outside of the resort area in Orlando. I can't remember the name of the shop right now. If I can find it, I'll put a link down in the description box. But really what I was amazed with was this 30 ml bottle of ANML Looper. Looper, for those of you who don't know, is it's a high VG, just great e-juice that's made by this company ANML. This was in a 12 milligram. You can buy it online right now. I think it's right around $21, $22 for 30 milliliters. That sounds expensive. That is expensive. But I'm going to tell you, this is a premium vapor. If you're going to buy a vapor that is more in the fruity / cereal, I mean, this is like breakfast cereal right here. It's like a Fruit Loops and cream. It is just, it just comes across as wonderful in your mouth, and I highly recommend it. Having said all that, I'm going to pretty much wrap up this video. I just wanted to make a video so that people knew kind of what to expect when you go to Walt Disney World, when you plan on vaping in Walt Disney World. You know, I definitely would not do a Sobome personally, or a dripper, just because you're gonna make yourself a little more well known. People are gonna see that and they're gonna come running. Is my theory. Maybe not so much in Epcot, maybe not so much in MGM, but in the Magic Kingdom, you know, they try to. The people that work there are very hardcore, very old school. It seems like, and they try to keep it the original way that Walt Disney wanted it to be. So, you know, that's why there's no drinking in Walt Disney World. It's a different ballgame there. But anyway, I just want to make this quick video just to let you guys know it can be done. You just need to be a little cautious in the Magic Kingdom. Otherwise, you should be fine. I didn't have any problems anywhere at any part of the resort other than Magic Kingdom. I got spoken to one time out of a full week. You know, walked 25, 26 miles, whatever it was, in that week, inside of the parks, and had one little issue, and that was on my first day because I was stupid. So anyway, that's all I have for now. You know, I'm not really doing any review in this video, so to speak, but I wanted to kind of let you guys know where I've been, what's been going on, and that is all for me for today. Enjoy, and I'll leave you a little with a little vape. This is actually a Cloud Drops by Revolution. This one is called Broadway. I don't have the bottle right here, evidently, but it is. It's a tobacco-y, kind of like Turkish tobacco flavor with a little vanilla overtone at the end. Very nice. That's some clouds right there. Have yourself a good one. Yeah, so one other thing that I wanted to add to this video real quick, I actually had to look it up, and I found this out actually 2 days after we got into Disney World. There is a, and I'll put the link underneath this just for the heck of it, but they actually have a resort park rule for Walt Disney World. It's under their general rules, section E, and it says, for the comfort of all guests, smoking of tobacco, e-cigarettes, or other products that produce a vapor or smoke are allowed only in designated smoking areas. So technically, they got you right there. But here's the thing. I had zero issues. In fact, I talked to one person who worked at one of the parks who flat out said to me, you know, it's very hard to do it in Walt Disney World, in the Magic Kingdom, because they are very, very hardcore and their rules are very strict. But he also said at the same time, you know, he's had people that will literally like walk past him and blow vapor. Like, what are you going to do about it? You're not going to stop me. You're not going to stop me, because if you stop me, you got to stop like the next, you know, 1 out of every 20 people in here. So I kind of get where they're coming from with that. I don't agree with the rule that they've set here that it's that you need to smoke in a smoking area. I didn't have any problems, like I said, really, overall. So my advice to you is just be cautious, be courteous, and be nice, and you shouldn't really have any issues. But I did want to just make this little addendum at the end of the video. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll have a review up for you guys pretty soon.